following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
And when Von Drake does something, he does it right. And the whole of colorful Spain will be our stage. Take it away, Jose. Olé!
Walt Disney presents
The Wonderful World of Color.
From the wonderful world of the arts, you're invited to be the guest of Von Drake in Spain. The Wonderful World of Color is brought to you by RCA, the most trusted name in color TV, in black and white TV, in radios, in stereo, and in records. RCA, the most trusted name in electronics. And now your host, Walt Disney.
It has been said that a stranger is only someone you haven't met. Perhaps the best way to know people is through their customs, folklore, and traditions. On this program, you will meet the people of Spain. And we hope you get to know them a little better through their traditional dances. And now to tell you about them, and this might seem a little incongruous, is that colorful character, Professor Jose Fernando Ludwig Von Drake.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, and I don't even know what he's talking about. What's he mean, incongruous? After all, I'm an authority on everything, including Spanish dancing. They don't call me Ludwig, Jose, Antonio, Pablo, Rafael, Seemore, Von Drake for nothing, you know. They don't call me for something either, except for something like this. Besides, I can be serious too, you know, and that is exactly what I am going to be tonight, serious. Because I am going to tell you all about the dances of Spain. This is a dancing that describes a people, the heart and the soul and the mind and the culture of people who are our neighbors. And when Von Drake does something, he does it right. And the whole of colorful Spain will be our stage. Now, you won't believe this, but we are going to take you right to the spots where these dances originated. And the dancers, you wouldn't believe this either, the most famous Spanish dancers in all the world. Like Rafael de Cordova, who has two of the fastest feet in all of Spain. Beautiful ballerinas like Lola de Ronda and Mariemma. Fabulous dancers like Antonio Montoya and Pedro Azorin. The renowned Jose Greco and his entire company of Spanish dancers. All of these will be with us. They're going to be dancing all over Spain because the dances are different in practically every town and village. Oops! I just built a whole new town. I never even heard of that one myself. Anyway, some of these Spanish dances don't even look like Spanish dances. For instance, in Merida, the folks do sort of a Portuguese dance called the Algodra. They've been dancing here before these Roman ruins were ruins. In Galicia, the muñeira is popular. You see? has a little Scotch flavor. In the opposite corner, in the Pyrenees, the Basques do a sword dance called the Espana. Here in Malaga, the folks do a modern fan dance. I mean, fandanguillo. Yes, sir. Every province, every region has its own favorite dance, like the Sevillanas, a popular folk dance of Seville. The seguidillas came from the Italian ballet, danced solo here, but usually a dance for a couple or a couple of couples. Then there's Fandango de Huelva, a folk dance that requires very fast footwork. That's the Verdi Alex, a favorite of the fishermen of Torremolinos. This is a gypsy finger cymbal dance with a strong Moorish influence. All in all, there are about 3,500 different Spanish dances. Naturally, I can't show them all to you tonight because it would take 5 months and 55 days to show them all to you. And I should know because I tried them all out before the program, and boy, my feet are killing me. Anyway, I selected a few beauties I thought you would like to see. The red. Where's the red? Who took the red? Up. Oh, well. For the first group, we go right to the heart of Spain. Here you will see one of the Goyesca dances, named in honor of the famous 18th century Spanish painter, Goya. You know, I got a little Goya inside me. Ooh, I got a little Goya outside me, too, I think. Anyway, in the gardens of the Palace of La Granja, which they call Little Versailles, Rafael de Cordova, Alicia Diaz, and Marie-Louise Ejido will now do for you the Bolera Goyesca. It's sort of a little like a French minuet, but this one is going to last for 2.5 minuets, to be exact. Wasn't that beautiful? Oh, boy, I tell you, that was really something. Now from Segovia, let's go south past Madrid to the ancient city of Toledo. Right here near the historic San Martin Bridge, they do a popular folk dance called La Castellana. And this one tells a very beautiful little story. Jose Greco plays a village boy, and Lola de Ronda and Maria Angeles are two country cuties on the lookout for a husband.
En lo alto de aquella montaña yo vi una mañana al primer albor. Lindo labrador ha de ser, que quiero a un labradorcillo que coja los bueyes y se vayará. A la medianoche me venga a rondar con las castañuelas con el almíbar y la pandereta que retumbe bien.
By the looks of them, Jose had better look out. He's gonna be hooked by one of them for sure. What did I tell you? He's hooked. All she gotta do is reel him in. Yes, but which one? Oh, well, what's the difference? All right. Now, this is La Mancha, where a famous storybook character, Don Quixote, jousted with the windmills. And he was... Oh, I tell you, they're pretty good jousters around here. But to come right down to the point, we are going to see the Seguidillas Manchegas. It's a folk dance they've been dancing around here for over 200 years. Not these same kids, naturally. A dance with a different mood. This one is very sad. Hey, you up there with a spotlight, turn on a blue spot because this is a blue number. It sort of plunks at the strings of your heart. It's very sad. Now this takes place in the heart of Spain, on the streets of the beautiful capital, Madrid. Again, we see Rafael and his two lovely partners dance a number that tells of jilted love, and it's called La Petanera.
Tú que andas por el mundo, si la encuentras por ahí, dile que yo me conformo, dile que yo me conformo, con que se acuerde de mí. Todo que anda por el mundo, si la encuentras por ahí. en cuero y descalzo, va llorando por la calle. Ven acá y llora conmigo, ven acá y llora conmigo, que tampoco tengo madre, que tampoco me tengo, que la perdí siendo niño. From the heart of Spain, let's jump over to the Mediterranean coast to the province of what is it? Catalonia. You know something, I better brush up on my Spanish a little bit. Colorful language, Spanish, really beautiful. Anyway, in Catalonia, that's the way they say it, they do a dance in Catalonia of Grecian origin. Oh. I like to paint the hard way. The world-famous ballerina, Mariemma. She's doing one of the outstanding numbers from her repertoire, called the Sardana. From the seacoast up to the hills of Navarra for a nimble number called the Jota of Navarra. Danced by, let's see what we have over. Yeah, I see it now. It's Rafael, Alicia, and Maria again. I didn't recognize them in those costumes.
between the provinces of Navarra and Catalonia, in this tiny air-gun village, we see a different type of jota, danced by Pedro Azorin and Asuncion Palafox. Keep one eye on Pedro's footwork and the other eye on Asuncion, if you can do it. In Valencia. Can you recognize the bride and groom? Of course you can, don't you? It's Jose and Lola. Viva Valencia! Music lovers, for the most famous of the Spanish dances, the flamenco. You all know what flamenco is, and if you don't, you're gonna know because I'm gonna sing you all about it. Take one gypsy guitar. Imagine trying to play flamenco without a chair. All right, once again, let's see. Are you surprised I can play this guitar? You aren't? I am. Take one gypsy guitar and you start into strumming. What you think is outcoming? Flamenco. Now you're getting inspired with your temperature rising. And you start improvising. Guess what? Flamenco. Then your fingers start to snap. Pitos. And your hands begin to clap. palmas, and your heels begin to rap. Tacane, ole, what am I saying? Okay. Now you wink at the girls, and you sing while they're glancing. Look at me, Ma! I'm dancing! What else? Flamenco! Flamenco! Well, as they say in Spanish, el bailador flamenco tiene el pulso de su corazón en sus pies, which naturally means, as everybody knows, except me, a flamenco dancer's heartbeat is in his feet. Olé! You know something? I just made up that song as I went along. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And that's just the way flamenco is done. It's extemporary, it's they make it up, just like jitterbugging. And it all started with the gitanos. That's Spanish for gypsies. About 1,000 years ago, these gitanos, or gypsies, came across the Mediterranean when the Moors invaded Spain. And they've been dancing here around Cadiz, Granada, and Seville ever since. In this hotbed of fiery flamenco dancing, the kids learn to do flamenco before they even learn to walk. Olé! When these kids grow up, what do? They do the flamenco. What else? See three entirely different flamenco dances. Rafael de Cordova will dance the most difficult La Romera in the courtyard of the famous Alhambra. Beautiful Manoli Vargas will do a solo with finger clicks and hand twists called the Pulerias. But first, Antonio Montoya does the Farruco, which has all the movements of a bullfighter. Take it away, Antonio. Olé! That's the viaduct that's right in the middle of the city of Ronda. Keep your eyes on Manoli's hand movements if you can.
Que canta la verdoliva. La verdoliva canta, que canta la verdoliva. Corre, dile que se calle, que se cante de la diva. Tú serás mi prenda querida, tú serás mi prenda dorada, tú serás la pájara pinta que alegre canta de madrugada. Te voy a coger por mi cama, ojito que he dejado, la horquilla de su pelo y el peine que se peinó. Y celo, tengo mucho celo, aquel pañolito blanco que te pone en el cuello. No quiero que vayas a misa, ni que a la puerta te asomes, ni tomes el agua bendita, porque la toma los hombres. Y celo, tengo mucho celo, aquel pañolito blanco que te pone en el cuello.
This number, like I told you before, stars the great Rafael de Cordova. Isn't the Alhambra beautiful? This is the courtyard of the lions. Watch Raphael's lightning heel work. And now, the grand finale. It's a real hot flamenco jam session with a bit of everything thrown into it. There's pitos, palmas, and taconeo in a gypsy cave in Granada. Jose Greco and his entire company of Spanish dancers will do the zambra. All right, take it away, Jose. Ole! Oh, hey, hey! Ooh, that's not Jose. It's Ramon Velez. Ole, Ramon! Ole! Here's a couple of real sizzling cuties. Maria Angeles and Maria Del Rocio. Watch these chicks pick up the beat. That's who's next. It's Carmen Dominguez. Oh, boy.
Baila con arte, gitano.
Tonio! And Mirabelle! Oh, these kids is a couple of real fireballs! Oh, boy, wasn't that a scorcher? And now who do we have? Oh, it's Ramon again. This time it's Goro Rodriguez and Luis Montero. Where have you been, Jose? You're late. But who cares? Take it away, Jose. Olé! I'm sure you all know more about Spanish dances than you did before. I know I do, didn't you? Well, anyway, let me leave you with 2 words. Hasta la semana entrante. Y nos veremos, ole. That's 2 words? Oh, they're long ones. Well, anyway, that means see you next week and keep tuning in. Ole.
Difficult for me to choose my favorite time of day to be at Disneyland. Naturally, I enjoy them all. But one which has a special attraction for me is Disneyland After Dark. Incidentally, that's the title of our next program. Be with us then. I think you'll see that a different kind of magic and excitement takes over at Disneyland After Dark. See you then.
Every evening, as twilight begins to unfold its eerie cloak of darkness, a wand of electrical magic transforms Disneyland into a whole new world of entertainment. Yes, Disneyland After Dark is all for fun and fun for all. And Walt Disney invites you to share it with him. You'll be there for all the festivities, and you'll meet top entertainers like Louis Satchmo Armstrong, Bobby Riddell, Annette, and many others. On Main Street, you'll find nostalgic reflections of days gone by, while in Tomorrowland, everybody is swinging out of this world. Through the jungles of Adventureland, Tahitian beauties exercise a different kind of rock and roll. And aboard the old Mark Twain, there's a bit of New Orleans, with Brother Satchmo rocking the boat to a solid Dixie beat. For an unforgettable entertainment experience, we urge you to accept this invitation to Disneyland After Dark next week on Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color. Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color was brought to you by RCA, the most trusted name in color TV, in black and white TV, in radios, in stereo, and in records. RCA, the most trusted name in electronics.